Welcome back guys, to another episode of 7th Prince Anime, but in the previous episode, we saw that Lloyd was going to Lordest to meet Jade there. Every member of the Assassin Guild always respected him and he promised to seize the throne to make a new paradise for the blighted people, but on the way, Lloyd was tired and falls asleep, so others went there alone to check things out, but unfortunately, the Jade that everyone knew was dead. He was slowly killed by a demon so that demon could use his body for himself, and the same was for other people's. But he saw a magic mark on Ren and started torturing her and making fun of her to know who applied the mark, and right there Lloyd made his blasting entry to save others, and then, he first heals Ren and told others to leave as they are after them. Gisarm was one of the strongest demons alive, so he orders to catch the blighted or their heads will roll down, but Lloyd didn't allow them to leave and blasted the firepower at them. Then Gisarm attacks Lloyd and his spell got right through his barrier that Lloyd had to dodge. It hits the other demon behind him, and Lloyd analyzes the spell and saw it has a killing curse effect. He's like doing mix and match of powers from Ren, Crow, and that demon from before all at once, and on the other side, those demons were chasing down Assassin Guild but Gisarm looks down on those demons. Well, demons have their own ranking, and those out there are at the bottom spot. Grim explains this and yells he's at the 3rd spot, but Gisarm is beyond the ranking. He's a demon lord who could kill even 100 first-class demons, so this time even Lloyd wouldn't be able to win against this opponent. Even so, Lloyd has no intention of backing down, and the same goes for Gisarm, and when the two monsters collide with each other it becomes a show worth watching. Gisarm just threw one attack and it broke half the layer of Lloyd's barrier, so he makes a crazy amount of it to target Lloyd anywhere he goes. But then he corners Lloyd and a kick sends him down to the attacks. But the stone summon saves him there and the audience watching this just realized they are right in front of each other's. So Babylon goes over to open the gate, then there's Lloyd and Gisarm. Gisarm thinks that he's doing a favor to those blighted people by taking over them. They can't control their powers and are rejected by society, so he could bring out their full potential, which is why they should be happy giving up their life to him. So he showed a monstrous show of how he uses the power that is even beyond the grasp of the blighted and pinned Lloyd with several magic spears. Then in the other side, Gay Leon attacks the demon with his glue attack and Crow used magic words to stun them for a bit, but there they still got out and Talia used her link magic to inflict injuries to hold them down, so if they heals, Talia would heal back as well. Convenient way to stop them. Yet still, Gay Leon pushed Ren with Crow to save them and give them time to flee. They were sacrificing their lives so that these three could live. And suddenly magic fire fell down on the demons, and looking back they saw Albert and others have arrived to save Lloyd. They arrived right on time, but the class comes first for these shady assassins. Silpha openly threatened them to speak and spill everything, and Gay Leon informs them that Lloyd is fighting right now. Ren wanted to speak the whole truth about who he is fighting with, but Babylon reminds her that Lloyd had asked them to keep his powers a secret, but the time is up and they tried to make their way out of it with unconvincing info. So Albert shows Lloyd's underwear and Gay Leon remembers it was drenched in fluids. Bro confirmed his own death warrant, but Ren told them that she is forever grateful that they saved her and her family, but right now Lloyd is fighting the guy who killed one of their family members, so Elise saved Ren as she knew was speaking the truth. Otherwise, her lesser Fenrir would have killed her already if she had malicious intent. So Silpha was off to find Lloyd, but Ren tried to stop her, but an attack destroyed the bridge and demons were making their way to the other side. So before they got cornered, they had to retreat back to handle them, but the magic swords consume mana from the wielder, so they won't last long in the long run and demons just keeps regenerating. Then their Silpha orders Shiro to take her to the other side, but they won't make it. So Silpha had plan B but Shiro jumps down alone and drops right into the river. There suddenly Silpha fends off a deadly attack and the speed of their clash was so fast that Assassin couldn't even see anything. So the one who attacked her was an 8th-class demon specialized in swordsmanship and tried to intimidate Silpha, but Silpha noticed he had a poop on his head and insulted him back. Then on the other side, Babylon saved Albert from a sneak attack and told him that they are just empty shells, nothing more. But if their body died, the demons dies with them. So Albert heeded his advice and combined his magic with his magic sword to drop down bombing fire on the demons to incinerate them. Then as for Silpha, She was going toe to toe against that demon in his swordsmanship, truly a sight to watch. Creator did a good job with a limited budget to make this action scene, and their Silpha took a slight hit. Watching her skill, demon wanted to take over Silpha's body to steal her sword style, so he attacked in a Lourdes style this time. When he took over the body of this person, he also got his sword style. That guy had trained hard his entire life and had a happy life, but now nothing remains now. Their Silpha had enough and used the demon style attack right back at him. Guy was pissed and Silpha was proud because she doesn't need to steal bodies to learn swordsmanship, which angered the little demon, and their Silpha called out Shiro and started to search for the sword he was carrying. Silpha was too strong and the sword just couldn't handle her power and always bends down on her powerful swings, so Lloyd created a sword that could handle her powers and our little maid got flushed instantly. Then Lloyd said he noticed Silpha was always holding back her powers. So Silpha hugged Lloyd in happiness that he was watching her so closely, so unlike last time. She wants to show her full might this time, so she got ready with her one heck and slash stance to kill the demon off, and in just a blink of an eye she killed that demon and puts her sword back into her sheath elegantly. And right there, our episode 9 and 10 comes to an end, but if you haven't seen the last episodes of this anime, then I have made a playlist where you could watch all the episode, playlist link in the description, so watch the previous episodes to understand the storyline. Until then, take care.